So this video was originally going to be more of a negative video where I wanted to express my confusion and general not liking of Minecraft's new drop system. Getting smaller, more frequent updates is great, but up until now I haven't really liked the updates we've gotten. The armored paws and bundles drops were fine little things. Armadillos and wolf armor are fine novelties, and finally getting bundles was kinda awesome. But then the first main drop released in December, The Garden Awakens. Honestly, not a huge fan of this update. I don't think it makes sense to release a brand new biome as its own little update. From my perspective, it just isn't enough to entice me and my friends to start a new world like we usually do when new updates release in the summer or whatever. The Pale Garden is a rare biome with a new wood type and a funny new mob that only appears at night. Also, for players who like to play on the same world, this is annoying. Now you have to travel thousands of blocks just to interact with this gimmicky new creature or find some building blocks. And no offense, the resin blocks aren't exactly my cup of tea. I think they're a little ugly. I do like that you can use resin with armor trims though. I was worried Mojang would keep doing stuff like this, but just the other week they revealed some content for the next drop, and honestly, it has drastically changed my opinion. I'm sure you've seen this stuff already, so I'll keep it brief, but this next mini update seems to be focused on ambience and nature stuff. I don't know if I've been too vocal about this on my channel here, but this is something I've been desperately wanting in Minecraft for decades and centuries. So far, we got some new wildflowers, leaf litter, 2 new pig variants, and all leaf blocks now have falling leaf particles. While those new foliage things are tied to world generation, which is something I just whined about with the Pale Garden, you can get leaf litter through smelting leaf blocks. Also, these are just very minor decorative things, not a whole ass new biome. Another random thing is that lodestones were changed to require an iron ingot to craft instead of a netherite ingot, which I always found extremely dumb and gross. But this is amazing! Now a block no one uses can actually be used, whether it be for building or compasses. Oh right, and the pigs. Different textures and variants for animals is something that a lot of new mobs get and what a lot of old mobs really need. Hopefully there's more to come. I really like this actually. I would really like to see some new variants of chickens or even a retexture of the polar bear to create a grizzly bear. Now, why do I like this new update way more than the last one? Well, if Mojang wants to release more frequent, smaller updates, I believe that expanding on pre-existing features is the way to do it. The Pale Garden is cool and all, but it is honestly just another overworld biome with a fun little quirk. Given a normal full year's length development time, I'm sure it would have been expanded and explored a lot further. Instead, it is just kinda whatever. It doesn't add a whole lot to the game in my opinion. Imagine if trial chambers were developed this way. We probably wouldn't have gotten cool stuff like the ominous trials or the mace because there just wouldn't have been enough time for it. This might be kind of a hot take, but I really feel like Minecraft kind of fits that saying of a mile wide but only an inch deep. Might be more accurate to say a mile wide with some deep trenches here and there, and then the most of it's an inch deep. I don't know, man. Don't take this metaphor too seriously. It is totally true that there are a lot of really cool systems and mechanics that make Minecraft the unique game it is. I mean, there really isn't anything else like Redstone. But there is countless shit that has been added over the years that just add nothing of substance to the game or have since become useless and overshadowed by new additions. And the game in general is starting to show its age. Even with small changes like these, new life can be lethally injected into the game. Forests just look so much better now with leaves falling through the air and little clutters of dead leaves on the ground, like an actual forest. Lodestones can actually be used by the player now because who wastes netherite on that thing? Wildflowers are a cool new flower to decorate with. These are the kind of changes I want to see drops do. Take old stuff that needs fixing or updating and update it. Mojang rarely does this in their major updates, and this new philosophy they're adopting is the perfect time to do it. Basically, save the new structures and biomes for big updates every, year or two, whatever they're doing, and let the drops fill in areas that are lacking. Give items new crafting recipes, add new items, like the bundle, give old mobs new uses, and if you do add new blocks, make sure they are craftable in some way. One thing that would perfectly fit in a little drop update are the experimental minecart changes from a while back. No one really uses minecarts, and they're a bit old and crusty. These changes revamp a classic feature that's been ignored for a long time. Same with those experimental villager trading changes. I know villager trading is fun and everybody loves it, but it is way too overpowered. Oh shit, yeah, and also, this would be a great time to take all those biome vote losers, or even mob vote losers, and add them into the game, just like how they did with the armadillo giving its own little drop update. I've been skeptical of these new drops, and I still hate the name honestly. Just call them updates, man. But this new nature-focused one is making me a lot more optimistic. And yet, dude, I've wanted this stuff in the game forever. Screw the Pale Garden and those slimy armadillos. This is the best drop so far by a mile. They better add fireflies. That's all I'm saying. I really think Mojang needs to prove that this new drop system is a good thing. And to prove that, they gotta have a drop that just knocks it out of the park. And I really hope that this is that drop. Update. I don't like calling them drops, man. I don't like calling them drops. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a great rest of your day.